For a military drone, every extra pound has a cost. More battery can extend flight time, but more battery also adds weight, reducing payload and eventually defeating the purpose. Amprius Technologies is attacking that equation with silicon-anode batteries capable of storing substantially more energy for the same weight than conventional graphite-based lithium-ion cells, and customers are beginning to pay for it. Second quarter revenue reached a record $34 million, up 126% from a year ago. Amprius has now raised its 2026 revenue outlook to at least $140 million. For investors, the question has moved beyond whether the technology works. The question is whether Amprius can turn a valuable battery advantage into a profitable, scalable company before its valuation prices in too much success. Amprius's highest energy SiCore cell reaches 450 watt-hours per kilogram. The company says that can provide up to 80% more energy than conventional graphite anode lithium-ion cells. That advantage becomes especially valuable where weight carries an economic penalty. Drones can fly longer or carry more equipment. Electric motorcycles can gain range without simply adding battery mass. Similar economics could eventually apply to satellites, eVTOL aircraft, and robotics. Amprius already has evidence that customers value the difference. A new European drone manufacturer placed a $24 million order for SiCore cylindrical cells. The company also supplies cells used in Redwire's Stalker Block 30 military drone. And starting in 2027, electric motorcycle manufacturer Stark Future has a multi-year agreement that Amprius expects to generate more than $100 million through 2029. These are no longer laboratory demonstrations, they are commercial programs. The more interesting part of Amprius may be how it intends to manufacture them. Battery companies can consume enormous amounts of capital-building factories before demand is proven. Amprius has moved toward contract manufacturing instead. Its partners provide more than 2 gigawatt-hours of annual SiCore production access. Amprius focuses its capital on technology, qualification, customer relationships, and targeted domestic production, rather than funding every factory itself. That changes the financial profile. Management expects 2026 capital expenditure below $10 million, while revenue reaches at least $140 million. Gross margin is also improving. It rose from 9% a year ago to 27% in the second quarter. Full-year guidance is now at least 28%. With adjusted EBITDA expected to turn positive at a minimum of $4 million. If those economics hold as volume grows, Amprius could scale much faster than a traditional battery manufacturer, carrying billions in factory investment. But a good company and a good stock are different questions. At roughly a $1.7 billion market value, Amprius trades around 12 times management's minimum 2026 revenue guidance. That is a substantial price for a company still reporting GAAP losses. Cash conversion also needs watching. Amprius used $40.1 million of operating cash during the first 6 months of 2026, although that figure includes a $20 million payment tied to terminating its Colorado facility lease. The balance sheet provides breathing room, with $74.5 million of cash at June 30th. But shareholders have already absorbed dilution. Shares outstanding increased from roughly 134.5 million at the end of 2025 to 146.1 million by June. The contract manufacturing strategy reduces CapEx, but it transfers another risk to suppliers. Amprius must maintain quality, cost, and availability across outside manufacturers while rapidly increasing deliveries. The bull case is unusually clear. Amprius has differentiated technology, accelerating revenue, expanding margins, meaningful drone exposure, a capital-light manufacturing strategy, and potential entry into several markets where battery weight directly affects performance. The risk is equally clear. Today's valuation assumes that recent orders are the start of a much larger commercial ramp rather than a temporary concentration of demand. Competitors can improve. Manufacturing partners can disappoint. Defense procurement can shift. Similar economics could eventually apply to satellites, and eVTOL remain much less proven than drones. So is Amprius the best growth stock to buy now? It may be one of the more compelling small-cap technology opportunities, but the valuation leaves less room for execution mistakes than the company's size suggests. The technology has crossed an important threshold. Customers are buying it. Now, Amprius has to prove the economics can scale with it. If you follow emerging growth companies before they become obvious, subscribe for the next investigation.